This next program is one that I am so excited about. And this is the New Work program, which we're calling Made in Atlanta. There is such an extraordinary creative energy in this city. The number of Uber drivers who have turned around and given me their business cards to say, buy my album, I'll design your album cover. Do you need a graphic designer? Do you need a painter? Do you need a thing? I'm like, wow, okay, yes. Yeah, Atlanta is a center of innovation. And one of the things that has been amazing to me as a guest in the city, slowly becoming a member of the community, is the many, many, many levels of that creativity. From reinventing and redefining public spaces and public art, to urban planning projects, to hip-hop music, to kind of like performance art, pop-up venues, to visual art, to the stuff that's happening in the theaters. There is a creative economy here that is like nowhere else in America. And I said, right, well, let's start making theater that speaks exactly to that energy. Let's start like telling the stories of Atlanta. Let's start telling the stories of artists who are based here. Basically, it all started when I said to myself, what is the play that doesn't exist that I wished I could offer to this audience? And I said, well, if it doesn't exist, we got to commission it. So the Made in Atlanta program has 3 parts. The first is that we are going to commission new work every year. The second is that we are going to create a space to develop new work in week-long workshops with professional actors. And the third is that we're going to build it also with national partnerships in mind. We're going to bring in national new play experts to work with local artists to create work that will begin here and then go on stages all across the nation. I think it's time that people started really understanding the cultural force of this city and that the theater has something extraordinary to offer. And it will all be stamped with, boom, Made in Atlanta. I think this is my favorite thing. Later in the year, we're going to be announcing our first round of commissions. We've already got them in the works. And let me just tell you that they are really, really, really exciting and like nothing that Atlanta has seen before.